Hello everyone, my name is Jamie Fay. I'm one of the astrologers here at Firefly Hollow Wellness Center, and today I'm going to be doing a mini demo astrology reading that's going to be geared towards optimizing your health and wellness. So what's a little bit different about the way that I do the astrological birth chart readings from a health and wellness standpoint is I look at the astrological birth chart in regards to the body itself, the physical body. Now this also composes of what's considered your mental health, your emotional health, and your physical health as well. So all of these are combined in here and giving you an overall feel as to how all of these areas actually impact your overall, I like to call it your EMPS, your emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual health, and then how you can move forward best plan depending on those placements in supporting your unique energetic makeup. I'd like to do in a mini session a brief introduction into just the pure essence of an actual astrological birth chart. And this is what's known as called the astrological signature. Some people might be familiar with that. This is composed of your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign or your ascendant. But your astrological signature from a health and wellness standpoint can also be what's also known as your own unique health signature as well. It talks about the overall health for you. So we're going to talk a little bit about your astrological signature or your health signature in your chart. So the first part of the astrological signature is your sun sign. The sun sign represents our core personality, our ego, if you will, but from a health and wellness standpoint, it actually also represents our life force energy, our vitality, or our chi. Then we move over to the moon sign. The moon sign is also very, very important because the moon sign is the second part of the health signature and it rules over our emotional makeup, what we need to feel filled up, to feel secure, to feel a sense of safety so that we can be able to have our cup filled and then give to others, if you will. Then we look at what's called the rising sign or the ascendant. So this is an aspect where your physical body itself, because the ascendant and the rising sign actually rules over the physical body itself. It rules over the way the body walks, the way the body talks, the way the body looks. So that's essentially your astrological signature and how it plays into your body and your health signature as well. And so the other thing that I like to go over when I talk with people is their elemental balance as well, because each one of the astrological birth charts have all four elements within it. The element of fire, the element of air, the element of water, and the element of earth. So taking a look at the elemental balance of a chart is really, really important when you're looking at your overall health and wellness. So the first part of the astrological signature is your sun sign, which is in the sign of Leo. So someone that has their sun sign in a fire sign, particularly in the sign of Leo, means they are not only creative and have wonderful leadership abilities and warm and generous, but it also means you have a very strong life force energy to you, very strong vitality to you. Again, sun, super positive. I love all the fire. The fire is such a prominent, positive, healthy aspect to have. We shift over to the moon sign with you. Now, what's interesting about your emotional signature with your moon is it's in the sign of Virgo. Now, Virgoian moons, these are very, very unique individuals because they are of the earth element, typically are very smart, they are detail oriented, they love order, they can read between the lines, they are fantastic to have on a business team because they are all about dotting the I's and crossing the T's, if you will. They just have a beautiful sense of order to them and they love to be of service and they love to improve things. But what's interesting for you, for the Virgo energy, is you actually have it in a house house where sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to express that Virgo energy. So have you ever found that you might struggle from time to time expressing your emotions? Maybe
Yes.
sometimes emotions can be a little bit repressed from time to time over the course of your life?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
The repressing and
Mm-hmm.
gotten like the nail like right on the head. Like that's it. That's me.
Sure, absolutely. And we all have little areas in our life that we come in with, that we have homework that we're meant to work on. And here's some things that you can do when you have a moon in Virgo, when it's in this particular area of your chart. First of all, always having some type of sense of order and routine can be very naturally helpful and relaxing to you.
Yes.
Have you found that to be the case?
Yes.
Yes, good. So chaos can contribute to maybe anxiety, worry, nervousness. So for you, it's all about staying in the routine, doing things from time to time to keep a sense of order. Now, what's interesting is that the Virgo energy also rules over naturally our health and nutrition, and it actually rules over the digestive system as well. Have you found from time to time when you get anxious or you have nervous episodes that you end up with some digestive issues from time to time at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So one of the things that you can really do to help with that is really work on the Virgo energy is all about purifying, simplifying. So really using high vibrational foods to nourish your sacred body temple can be very, very helpful for you. So really clean foods, organic foods, purified water, filtered water, all of that for Virgos especially because they have a tendency to be very, very sensitive, especially their digestive system. Because some of the other foods that are like processed foods, sugar, that sort of thing, that can actually bring on and exacerbate anxiety and worry from time to time. Have you noticed that to be the case?
Yes.
Yes.
When I am in my routine of eating clean and I'm cooking, when I'm not, my body lets me know.
Yes, your body. Yes, typically Virgoians with a Virgo moon, they are very, very sensitive and in tune to their physical body and their digestive health, and they will know right away if something does not resonate with your body. And so what's interesting actually is if we shift over then from your moon sign to the third part of your astrological health signature, the ascendant. And for you, this is in the sign of Libra. And Libra is an air sign. Librans come off as being very kind, very diplomatic, very social. Libra actually rules over the skin and rules over the kidneys. And so it's really, really important for Libras to keep in mind that, have you found that you have sensitive skin by any chance?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Especially in the summer, if I go, I will get sunburned and be red as a lobster, and it doesn't matter what sunscreen I use, doesn't matter any of that. It's just, I'm very, very sensitive to the sun.
And because Libras are ruled by Venus, they can have very sensitive skin, very beautiful skin. You might notice, again, like you said, that you get sunburned in the sun, but you might also notice, like for instance, if you have too much sugar, you might break out.
Yes, I have a sugar addiction,
Uh,
but I can admit it, so like, you know, I'm good.
Yes.
But yeah, I love like anything with sugar.
Sure,
I get the
absolutely.
sugary coffee drinks to get, I love it. It's
Yes.
just, it's so delicious.
Yes, I totally can resonate. People that are ruled by Venus typically have a natural sweet tooth. Sometimes it really is all about in moderation, right? Now for you, Jennee, one of the things that we talked about is you have a lot of fire energy. You have several of your personal planets in the element of fire and in Leo in particular, which means she is fire strong. Now, the benefits of this is, as we talked about, wonderful leadership abilities, warm, generous, kind, friendly, typically have a good amount of energy, have the ability to be able to fight off disease and to be able to recuperate from conditions fairly quickly. This is really, really positive energy, okay? So what we want to do is we want to nurture the element in the chart that is the strongest. It's about nurturing that. So keeping those creative forces going with you, doing things like physical movement, dancing, walking, those sorts of things, because fire energy is action energy. It rules over circulation, so we want to make sure that we keep our circulation moving forward and moving through. But for you, what's interesting is the element in your particular chart that's a little bit more underrepresented is actually the water element. You have a little, not that you don't have any water, because you definitely have water in your chart, but it's a little bit more underrepresented and underneath the current. So what we want to try to do is to bring more water into your chart so we can balance some things out a little bit. Again, when you are fire, this is very yang energy. This is mental energy, if you will, especially with your moon in Virgo, ruled by Mercury naturally. Very mental, logical energy. So we want to bring in more reception, more receptive energy, yin energy, feminine energy into your astrological blueprint to balance that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome. So thank you everybody for joining us today. And I look forward to doing a session with you. Typically, the astrological health and wellness readings, if you're interested in having one done, we dive in a lot deeper. Typically, the readings will go at least about an hour and a half or so, where we dive into all aspects of your chart. If you are interested in booking this particular service with me, feel free to, you can book online or give Firefly Hollow Wellness a call. I would be happy to work with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the future.